welcome to the Elder Scrolls Online Summerset. For the first time in history, the long-closed borders of Summerset are open by decree of the Queen. I'm never gonna say her name right, but I like her very much. We meet her in several of the chapters, over and over again. However, darkness looms over the ancestral home of the High Elves, and whispers of Daedric followers once again stir in the shadows. In this Exploring ESO series, I'm going to dive into all the already out expansions, chapters, and all the goodies and stuff from Elder Scrolls Online, just basically re-falling in love with this game. ESO is available on the PS4, Xbox, Stadia, PC, Mac, and I don't know if it's on the PS5 or the new Xbox series yet. I don't remember, I'll be honest. I played this via the PC on Steam, and thank you to ZeniMax and Bethesda for just being bros and sending out a code. So I can hear you asking me, Hugger, what is Summerset? You just were at Morrowind, what is Summerset? Summerset, the chapter was released back in 2018, and it is a stunning chapter. It's the stunning home of the ancestral High Elf race, with beautiful cities like Alienor and Shimmerine, honestly stunning. There are some new and old faces in this previously closed off land. From Elder Scrolls lore, we kind of know that High Elves have a very, high opinion of themselves, to say the least, and you will encounter some uncomfortable situations, but not in a forced upon you situation. It's just kind of like, oh, yeah, I forgot about that part in the lore. Okay, yep. In Summerset, it is really put on display with a lot of snide comments and a healthy dose of elitism that we have come to expect amongst the High Elves. This is also the first time players have gotten to see Summerset since 1994's Elder Scrolls Arena. But back then it looked very different. To put that in context, I was 1 year old the last time people saw Summerset, so... Ooh, jeez. Anyway, in the chapter, there are once again whisperings of Daedric activity, surprise, and a dark cloud looming over the island. Not only do you gain access to Summerset, but also Artaeum, the home of the Psijic Order. The Psijic Order is the first in all of Tamriel to study the secrets of mysticism, or the old ways. This study has allowed the Order to develop a knowledge and power not found anywhere else in Tamriel. And there are also rumors that they have obtained the ability to manipulate the flow of time itself. You know, kind of like the Timekeepers, but actually doing things. This is an order of an NPC faction that has finally reappeared after 350 years, just in time for us to join with a whole new set of powers and crafting styles to dive into. Like the other chapters, Summerset also brought 5 new delves, 2 public dungeons, and 1 12-player dungeon called Cloud Rest. There are also 6 world bosses, 3 player homes, and 2 new crafting styles, and a new world event called Abyssal Geysers, which of those there are 6. So those are basically the same thing as dark anchors that you encounter in the starting areas, but just, reskinned as something else. So what was my experience with Summerset? I actually started Summerset to have access to the jewelry crafting role and the Vault of Mawita. I'm probably saying that wrong, but it is what it is. The Vault is a missable questline where you go around Summerset and recover cursed, stolen objects. Doing so will give you the Finder of Relics title and the Relics of Summerset achievement, along with some other collectibles and goodies. Summerset was a very different area to run through. After spending so much hours in Morrowind, it's bright, it's tall, and it just has a different vibe from the areas I've gotten to explore so far. It really captures the high elven ideal that the scrolls are known for, which is lush greens and glimmering towers. It's a fairly big island and map as well, and it's great use of the map, with lots of things spread out and waypoints in good areas. That was one of my criticisms with Morrowind, is it felt too on the edge. I know there's a giant volcano, but everything was too on the edge for me. And everything was able to be gotten to in a reasonable amount of time in Summerset. I can't say I have too many things to complain about in this chapter. There's plenty of quests. The locations are stunning and pretty to be in, and overall it's just a fun time to explore. I got to do all of the world bosses, all the geysers, the keeps, and all the delves. The only thing I haven't touched yet is the 12-person trial, which I'll probably have to wait until my guild does a raid night or something, or gather enough randoms. It is markedly more busy than Morrowind though, but at the same time, High Isles was announced, so more people have just been on in general to get ready for the next chapter. I do want to give a little shout out to a quest before I wrap this up, and it's the House of Marquis, or Mask, I don't know how to say it, and I don't even know how to say the town, Relethanville, whatever, with a twin trying to find her brother only to discover that her brother is now her sister. It's handled really well, and it's a totally missable, positive little trans quest that if you don't know, now you know, kind of thing. Now, Summerset is beautiful and was beautiful, but my time there has come to an end. Where should I go next? It doesn't have to necessarily be a chapter. It could be something that was in the base game. I have an inkling of where I want to go. I mainly started Summerset out of necessity, so now we kind of can go anywhere. I'm hoping that I'll be able to cover High Isles for you guys as well. Let me know what you want to see on this. Let me know if there's anything I should know about ESO. And if you just want to play ESO with me on PC, on Steam, let me know. I'm always down to just wander around, pick up some fishing bait or something, and hang out with you guys for a bit. But that'll be all for this Exploring ESO Summerset. I'll see you guys somewhere in Tamriel. Bye, guys.